dirt trucks, baby. All right, baby, let's show you what we're about to put on this truck. You know, you gotta add horsepower to your truck, just add some tow mirrors. So we're gonna put some tow mirrors on this bow tie right here. Now time to wash this.
If you're looking for high quality products for a low price, then you need to go check out boostauto.com. We'll be putting a link to all the products we used in this video. The guys over at Boost Auto were so kind to send us these mirrors to showcase their amazing products, and we stand by saying that they make a bunch of great products for all makes and models from GM, Ford, and Dodge. Everything from lighting products, mirrors, running boards, and much, much more. So click the link in the description to go check them out today.
Now we got this truck washed, let's get to the installation part. We gotta take the door panels off, so let's go over here. All right, folks, first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna pull this handle back and you're gonna remove this cover right here because you gotta get to these bolts to take this whole door panel off. That'd suck if I broke it.
Yeah, it would suck.
All right, you got your 7mm, you're gonna attach it right here.
All right, now we gotta pop up this little plastic trim. I hate this part.
You gotta be gentle.
I hate it, dude. Oh, so scary. All right, boom.
I stand corrected. It's gonna be two 7s, just like the other one. At least I kept it all the same. So, what do we learn from this right here? Do not listen to Twan. Our last two are going to be down here. They look to be 7 as well. Don't be afraid to get dirty, right?
That's right. He's not aggressive enough. Gotta be aggressive, Gage.
Oh, I was about to have.
First, we're gonna do our little latch here. We're gonna push this down, out, over, and up. That should come off. Now to our little plug over here. We're gonna pull red switch down, gray lever down, and then pull this bottom piece out, and then you should be able to remove this fully.
Alright, to get to the rest of the mirror to be taken out, we're going to have to pop this off. So you're going to push in and pull out. Boom. Now we're going to have to remove all these and disconnect it and install the new mirror. See, now we can listen to Twan. He kind of knows what he's talking about a little bit.
Don't listen to him, I'm always right.
Is it a 13? Yeah. Make sure you have somebody holding on.
Yeah, make sure you support it. Cheating is always right, guys.
See?
Off.
You can cheat. Yep.
Voila! Alright, so now we're going to fish this through, which we don't have any spare wires.
You know what? We're not going to be lazy. We're going to clean the surface before we install it because we want to do it properly. Good thing your boy's a detailer. He has all the tools.
Yes, sir.
Alright, look how crispy clean she is now. Alright.
How good those look, dude.
Yeah, it looks pretty nice. And now we can fully install it. Put her in, snug as a bug.
Boom.
I always like to get them hand tight, and then you can get in there to prevent dropping the nut like I did earlier. It's that donut glaze because I'm a cop, right?
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is.
Don't forget, put it in forwards, not reverse. And folks, I always like to go from the bottom right to the top left, and then you'll go from the top right to the bottom left.
Look at this masterpiece. Go ahead and shut it. They look pretty good.
They do.
I'm kind of impressed with this.
I do like it. Looks good.
They make a great product.
And then,
so now we're going to be working on modifying the harness because we have all these extra features on the mirrors that my truck originally had. So we're going to modify the harness with the new harness that was supplied to us from Boost. So we got one for each side, and it's going to do all of our functions, our blinkers and all that. And we'll get into that when we get everything tore apart. Well, since we're waiting for Gage to get back for parts, we're going to push a flathead screwdriver on our door harness, our boot for the harness. We're going to push it down and pull out. So now that we got our boot back, we're going to pull this red lever out. There's a little white push in. We're going to push that in and push the white latch out. I stand corrected. You're going to push that white tab up and out and pull the plug out. There's little gray clips. You squeeze two little tabs in and push it in. Two little tabs, push it in. And that is for this harness to be fed down. And we're going to do that all the way down. We're going to have one here we'll have to pull out from the inside as we go down. So up here we're going to have a gray and black plug up in here. We're going to pull those out so we can do a little T-tap. With this kit Boost gave us, this has our T-taps and butt connectors that we're going to need for our harness for our door. But right now we're going to do the T-tap for these plugs underneath here. So on this plug, if you're looking at it with the push button straight up, you're going to go off a pin on the far left, one down from the top. And it should be a gray wire with a blue stripe. Now it could be different, so you always want to go off of the pin location. We're going to use our first T-tap on that. Okay, now that our first T-tap is on, we're going to get our black plug down. So for this black connector, we're going to go 3 rows down and then one over from the left if you have the push button pointing straight up. It'll be a white wire with a velvet tracing wire or tracing line stripe, but always go off a pin location. Now that we got both those done, let's put our tap in. We're going to plug it in to both of them. It does not matter which one goes on which side. Now that Gage got the right parts and he's not screwing around, driving around, doing whatever he wants, we are going to pull this harness out. And like I showed you on the other side, these gray clips, squeeze, push in, and then kind of pull it down. And when you're pulling this off, there's a little black pin here that you want to pull on the inside. Funnel all this down, if I can find it, and pull down and keep going. That's not it. We're going to push this in and down as well. We're basically pulling everything out this speaker hole. Down. There's that. Now that I got this all the way down, we don't technically have to pull it all the way out. So we can do all our splices and stuff with just this little portion here. That's all we need. Our red wire is going to go into pin 8 on our plug. So hold your plug like it's going to plug directly into the back of the mirror. And pin 8 is going to be our red wire, which is going to be on the second row down and second from the left. And you'll want to do these pins to where your crimp side is down. So let's move these over, crimp side down, and we're going to push that into place. We have to pop up this white clip on the bottom side of the connector. Once that's up, we can do the rest of the connector. So, red with our crimp down, just like that. Okay, and now our blue is going to go into pin 13, but it's already occupied, so we're going to splice that one. But our white is going to go into pin 16, which is far right, down 3, and then over 3. Same way, crimp down, slide in. Now that that's in, lock our clip back. Okay, so pin 13, which is the blue wire, and pin 5, which is like a gray with a green stripe. Always go off the pin location. You're going to cut both of those. The original blue wire, which is pin 13, you are now going to splice into pin 5. And then blue wire is going to splice into this original blue wire in the pin. Make sure you heat these butt connectors up to melt them down. They are heat shrink. We're going to do the same thing as we did on the passenger side for this rubber boot in between the door. We went ahead and pulled our harness fully out, as I showed you earlier on the other side. We got it out. Now we're just finishing the taping process to get everything back to looking good. And then we got to repeat all this on the other side. Fun stuff. All right, now that we got these strung through professionally, and definitely no rig in here, we're going to put the white wire into slot 4, which is on the left side, and it's the second one down. And you want your crimps to be facing towards the right of the plug if you're holding it directly like this. So we're going to push it in until it clicks. Alright, so our blue wire on the driver's side is second pin up on the far right side from the bottom. Our white wire, as stated before, is our second one down from the top. And then our red wire is going to be 8 down from the top on the far left side. And then we're going to mimic this on the other side, except for the blue wire is going to be the only difference. It is going to be third up on the bottom side, far right. So let's go over there and do that after I run this all the way back up and put everything back on. Now that everything's done, the door panel goes back on. Alright, so our blue wire on the passenger side, it's going to be a third pin up on the far right side from the bottom. Alright, so camera died, but on these, on the inside for reverse and cargo, we're going to tap into pin 9 on the black connector, which is, if you've got your, like earlier, the clip pointing up, it's going to be second down on the left and over 1 to the right. And that'll be your tap location. It'll be the same tap location as the first time. And then your brown plug, we're going to be all the way down bottom right corner. That's gonna be our tap. It's gonna be a blue wire, but always go off the pin location. After that, just plug your plugs back in. There they are. And then you should be all set. Now we look at the final product.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is a finished product right here. The tow mirrors from boostauto.com. The gentleman over at Boost decided to send us some product to test out. Very happy and pleased with the way it turned out.
Thanks for watching, guys. Once again, thanks Boost Auto for sending out some amazing tow mirrors. We'll definitely